Can I ask you a personal question?
Okay.
Tell me something, girl.
Do you write songs or anything?
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable?
Almost every single person has told me they liked the way I sounded, but that they didn't like the way I look.
I think you're beautiful.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Bumbray here again from the Toronto International Film Festival with another video review, this time of Bradley Cooper's long-awaited A Star is Born, in which he plays an alcoholic superstar rocker who falls in love with a young singer, played by Lady Gaga, and gives her a start in showbiz. But her career soon starts to eclipse his and threatens to unearth old demons long repressed. Now, I walked into TIFF knowing that in many ways, A Star is Born is the so-called anointed one. It seems unfathomable to me that this won't be a smash hit at the box office and clean up at the Oscars, with it receiving amazing reviews in Venice and Telluride. The fact is, months ago, the word of mouth on this was off the charts. While it's always a danger that something like this could perhaps be overhyped, having finally seen the finished version myself, I'm happy to say that Cooper, who also starred, directed, and has a co-writing credit, has pulled off one of the more remarkable directorial debuts in years. The fourth version of this venerable tale, Cooper's film is actually quite similar to the mega-hit 70s one with Chris Christopherson and Barbra Streisand, with it taking place in the music biz and sporting a soundtrack that should be a massive seller. Cooper's crafted himself one hell of a starring role as Jackson Maine, a rock star on his way down the tubes, boasting worsening tinnitus and an out-of-control alcohol habit. With his face flushed with patchy red skin, he looks closer to what actually an alcoholic would look like, even if his frequently featured six-pack feel like a concession to Hollywood. Jackson is a charming rogue, and it's probably his best starring role to date. In a neat surprise, he also has a quite decent singing voice. However, the performance that's really going to knock people's socks off, and that's not a slight on Cooper, is Lady Gaga. Playing a singer-songwriter who really only cuts loose while performing with kindly drag queens at a cabaret, the part seems closely patterned on the singer herself, especially when she's eventually transformed into a bright-haired pop star. Vulnerable but also tough, the part is ideally suited to its star and she aces it. Have no doubt Lady Gaga is a full-on actress now, and a good one to boot. Cooper's also recruited one hell of a supporting cast, with Sam Elliott excellent as his much older brother, who works as his road manager, but is also someone with whom he has a very deeply fractured relationship. None other than Andrew Dice Clay steals scenes as Gaga's nice guy dad, while Dave Chappelle has a few really good moments as one of Cooper's few regular guy non-sycophant friends. Something unmistakable now about A Star is Born is the deeply cynical take on fame, with no bones being made about the fact that the more famous Gaga's ally becomes, the worse her music is. Similarly, there are numerous scenes where people ask Jackson's Cooper for selfies, an act which is presented as being deeply intrusive. The movie really does seem like the work of someone with a very conflicted attitude towards his own fame, but it definitely makes it a meteor film. Running a solid 135 minutes, A Star is Born is a pretty epic showbiz tale, and there's no doubt in my mind that this will be a massive crowd pleaser and one that deserves all the kudos it's going to get. People will certainly write op-eds asking if it's overrated, but frankly, it's among the more few movies that I've seen recently that delivers an unmistakably emotional journey, and it packs a punch. I give this one a strong 9 on 10. JoBlo.com, I'm Chris Bumbray.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways down. Maybe it's time to let the old ways down. Takes a lot to change, man. Hell, it takes a lot to try.
You know, man, in the old days, I always knew, like, you were gonna do something, that you'd be all right. It's the first time I'm worried about you.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Okay.
Tell me something, girl.
Do you write songs or anything?
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
Why wouldn't you feel comfortable?
Almost every single person has told me they liked the way I sounded, but that they didn't like the way I look.
I think you're beautiful.
I'm falling.
Hey,
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
In all the good times I find myself longing for change.
Here's what we're gonna do.
You come sing that song that I love.
No, I can't do that.
Here we go.
It's not funny. Jack.
Look at me. All you gotta do is trust me. That's all you gotta do.